Hello, good morning, everybody. Here is another session of our lessons of 2021. And today I am together with a dear friend of mine, Claudia Nuss. We met online. Where else do you meet during this pandemic? Because we both decided to invest in ourselves. We met in a course that we both took. And it is so beautiful because when you do something like that, you usually meet people who you love because you're doing something that is good for you, you're learning, and suddenly, wow, you can make wonderful friends. So I think that's a lesson as well. Please, we're going to talk about it later, but investing in yourself is fantastic, not just because of what you learn, but the people you meet. Claudia is a mindset trainer. So, what does she do? She helps female leaders balancing their beliefs, particularly about this pervasive not feeling not good enough. And when we feel not good enough, we want to do more and more and more. And she says, well, there can be another way. If we change our mindset, we can stop doing so much. And indeed, by this self-confidence, make more money and build, live happy and lead a more balanced life. So, Claudia, welcome. Delighted to have you here. We have one question in this series, which is, what was the big lesson that you received in 2021? What is that lesson that you will tell your younger self, if you could?
Thank you, Blanca, for having me. I really appreciate it. Well, 21. For me, the main lesson was really to do what brings me joy and to believe in my skills and abilities, even then when others cannot see this quality right in the beginning. And it is such magic when you can share your joy with others and see how they appreciate it. So that's really my main lesson, to do what brings me joy and to do it more and more.
It is so big. It is so big, Claudia. This particular weekend, I was thinking about specifically that and how disconnected we are from joy, because it's almost sinful.
Yeah.
Joy is some you work or you have fun. So, like, we cannot have joy and work. How can we implement that, or how do you implement it yourself? How do you do it?
Yes, and I really want to share this story because when I was a child, I really enjoyed painting, like using colors, and I wasn't into drawing that much, into these finer things, but I loved all the colors because it gave so much energy to my life. And the classical one of my teachers told me, well, your drawings, they're really not good. And so many, many years were wasted by not using this ability. And in 21 particularly, but also a little bit earlier, I started to paint again. And like in 2005, I had one of the biggest joys in my life because I had my first exhibition of my paintings, and I brought you one picture of it, of one of my favorite paintings, which is this one.
Wow.
And the paintings were hanging like for 2 years, and it was so interesting also to get the feedback of people about what they would perceive in my favorite paintings, and how some paintings which were not my favorites were their favorites and what they would see in it. So that was starting to have the joy of colors. But in 2021, I also got more into the drawing again. And I really try to use it not on a daily basis, but like on a weekly basis. When talking to my clients, I do a lot of scribbles now. And it's a German book, but I'm sure there are English versions also of it. I bought a book, which is called this one, Visual Thinking. And it offers so many small hints how you can paint, how you can draw things. And one is out of this book, which is like this one. Brilliant. And it's just so helpful to explain the journey of overcoming your feelings of not feeling good enough and how to reach your goals. That by now I really, really often take my colors with me when I'm in meetings with clients and scribble.
It is so powerful.
Yes, and for example, you cannot see that much, but a little bit at least. I'm explaining my ways with small paintings, drawings. And it is so extraordinary because when you were writing about this invitation, I just had a meeting with the CEO and I was kind of putting it all in one page with small drawings. And he was like, oh, can I keep this? It's such a good reminder of the story you were telling me.
Yeah.
And it's so helpful. And I really enjoy, like you said before, to have it included in my work. I mean, this is so fantastic to do it and now really enjoy not to have it like on the side as a hobby, but to be able to use it and people understand my story so much better. And I really appreciate that. So thanks for letting me sharing this story.
I absolutely love what you say. It's like it's such a disservice to the world not to share our joy.
Yeah.
Because that particular thing that is so touching for us emotionally can lead to great solutions in wherever we are. Recently, because I'm also into the painting, as you can see.
I know that's.
But I recently have seen people sharing poetry in LinkedIn, for example. I know of a woman who's sharing her dance. We also coaching in businesses. And it's all these, for me, is the divine feminine of getting the intuition, getting the pleasure back at work. So powerful, really, really cool. So how would you advise people to do it? How can, even if their joy is not painting, how could they implement joy into their life?
I think to remember also like what you did as a child, what really made you just be present in this moment where you were in a flow and nothing would really take your attention away. So just take, it doesn't need to be hours, just do it like 5 minutes and feel the joy you have and be courageous enough to share it and see what amazing feedback you're getting, because it really builds bridges that others understand your story better, that they understand you better, and that they're also courageous to try it and do it. So I'm looking forward to read in the comments who is doing, I don't know, drawing, dancing, singing, whatever it is, just to get started and do it. Yeah, just try it or get the help of a book or of a video and get into this emotion of really feeling your aliveness. You are always sharing these stories, so great to really have our full energy again.
Oh, how beautiful, how beautiful. I really love that you say do it, but then you add share it.
Yeah.
And I would like to emphasize this because we think that we hide our creations because of fear of criticism, but we don't think about how we can benefit others, how we can awaken others to be themselves, to be happy Thank you so much for saying that. Yes, do it and share it. I love it. I love it. And I love it. Guys, in the comments, please tell us what is that you do to make you happy? Or what is what you will, after this interview, start doing just for the joy of it? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Let's say thank you to our dear Claudia. Connect with her, and I see you in. We continue in this series. We have still a couple of people to come, and there will be a couple of videos in which I will personally keep sharing my lessons of this year. And I see you 10:30 during weekdays.